What's up, Lions Nation? It is game day, and it is We Are Lions Nation podcast coming to you live on YouTube and Facebook. We are pumped and ready for the game today. We got Smoking Jeremy B in the house. We got the Stat Man. We're going to show you that injury report, get you up to date on the injuries or inactives for the game today. We got our key stats. We got our in the zone players and much more right here on We Are Lions Nation podcast. Stat Man.
Hey, Smoking Jeremy B. That countdown begins
now.
All right. Well, I apologize. First off, we had to move the time a little bit later because this guy overslept. So, that being said, we are going to get
Slacker.
Yes, Slacker today. Slacker today. So, we got the Lions taking on the Browns today in a little less than an hour now, about 59 minutes to be exact. Thank you, everybody that's popping in and watching us live right now. We appreciate that. Hey, man. So we got Lions taking on the Browns. I know Baker Mayfield is a little banged up, and we'll talk about
but starting,
but banged up. We got comments coming in. We got Victor saying, hey, "What's up, guys? What's up, Victor? Good morning."
What's up, Vic?
What's up,
How's
Vic?
it going, man?
Oh, good afternoon. It's actually noon now. Damn it.
Oh yeah, good afternoon.
Motor City Podcast.
What's up, Tyler?
Hey, y'all. What's up, Tyler?
How's it going, Tyler?
So let's jump into our subscribers first, gentlemen.
Yes, let's do that, and let's tell them it's 117 now.
It's 117. So
just looked it up.
Forgot to edit it.
So I want to say, you see that down there? How we're on our march to 1,000. Invite all your Lions fans. In fact, invite all your NFL fans because we're covering everybody on Wednesdays. Like, subscribe, and share our videos.
There, now it is at 117. So currently 117 on our march to 1,000. So
fantastic editing skills.
Yes, right on a dime. Right on a dime. We got Zach J in the house saying, "What's up, guys? What's up, Zach J?
What's up, guys?
How's it going, Zach?
We got Steven Erickson. What's up, Steven?
What's up, Pops?
Pops. Statman Pops. Mr. Statman.
It's Statman Daddy-O.
Yep. Victor says, ready to watch my team win Justice U of my did yesterday.
U of M did.
U of M.
Oh, U of M.
Let's go blue.
We got Mortar City saying nothing much, and Victor says just like. So he corrected his. Thank you, Victor, because I read everything exactly how it is most of the time in the comments.
Yeah, he doesn't assume nothing because every now and then if we assume something, you know what that does.
So you put it in there, I'll read it. Like Ron Burgundy and Anchorman. I read every word.
More like Steve Carroll and Bruce Almighty.
That too. That too. Well, Jeremy B, I know you had some you'd seen some different inactives this morning, a couple of people to add, but I'm going to pop up the list right now. This was as of last night, 11 p.m. Jamar Jefferson was out. Jared Goff was listed as doubtful, but we all knew he was going to be out. I just put it down how it is. Matt Nelson out and Trey Flowers out today. Jeremy B, you had a few extra ones on there?
Yes, we also have Jesse Lemonier, outside linebacker that we activated from the practice squad. He must have got hurt on Saturday. Trinity Benson is out. And, of course, the guy we claimed off waivers to replace the big burrito, the guy that can't kick a field goal further than 35 yards. We signed Riley Patterson, and he's out. So starting in his stead today is that or Aldrich Rojas, excuse me.
All right, so
I had to get to where I could read it, and I didn't want it to freeze.
I think some of those guys on there were not a surprise. I think some of them we knew were not going to be playing. Who's besides obviously Jared Goff? What's the biggest injury you see, or could be a bigger problem for us, Statman, on that list?
Trey Flowers. He's going to hurt the run defense. Nick Chubb is one of the best in the NFL. Cleveland Browns as an offense are the best in the NFL at running the ball. So I hope that whoever replaces Flowers today does a good job and fills in his position well and contains the edge. Nick Chubb loves running to the outside.
JB, do you agree? Flowers?
100% Flowers is what's going to hurt us the most because of what he does in the run game. It's not so much what he does as far as pressure. He does add pressure. He just doesn't always get sacks, and that's one thing that a lot of Lions fans don't understand. But what he does do is he sets the edge and he stuffs the run on that side. It's going to be hard to win if you can't stop them from running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If we can't stop them from running, then it's going to be basically we have to keep up with them the entire game scoring-wise.
And we have not been a fast-scoring offense except in one game.
Mm-hmm.
That game was Green Bay we scored and the Rams.
No, the fastest scoring game we had was the last 7.5 minutes of the 49ers game when we scored 28 points.
I thought you meant like as far as fast starting.
Yeah.
Like
no,
when we
I
start
mean fast scoring. It has to be that way the whole game if you want to keep up with them. You got to strike and strike back.
Okay, I got you.
Zach J says, how many games has Flowers actually played this year? The best ability is availability.
He's missed 4 games out of 11. He's played 7.
Pretty good percentage for him, I'd say.
But, I mean, don't we have guys that are capable of stepping in for him and getting it done?
Not that seals the edge like him. There's a difference. If we still had Okuda on the roster, it wouldn't be that big of a thing because you could move Okuda to the 2, which is where the weak side is, and that would be where he could help set that edge because that's one of the things Okuda did well as a corner is he set the edge in the run game, and that is why they played so well together in the run game when you had Trey Flowers on one side and Okuda on the other. The edge was set, and they didn't run to the outside. They had to run up the middle, and our big guys could stuff them.
You mean Okuda?
I said Okuda.
Yeah, Jeff Okuda. He helped out a lot in the run game. He was one of our best tacklers when he's on the field.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure that's because I was thinking.
That's exactly what I was talking about. If you remember last year, we gave up a ton of runs, but they came from the inside, not the outside.
Well, I mean, let's just hope that the other guys, can step it up, and it's going to be tough. We all know that.
But do you know who we didn't see on the inactive, and I'm excited about it? Ife Melifonwu.
Yeah, let's see if he can continue how he was playing against Green Bay when he got hurt.
And Crazy Ken says, hey, guys.
What's up?
What's up, Crazy Ken?
And we got Maniac Sports in the house. Tim.
Oh,
Tim.
What's going on, Tim?
Saying true.
And he probably about my comment about Okuda and Flowers.
Was Decker on the inactives? That's from
No.
Zach J. He was not.
I didn't see him. Did you see him?
Nope.
He's playing.
Facebook user says, hi, guys. Can we win?
Yes,
Can we
can win.
Any given Sunday, any team can win in the NFL.
Nice answer.
Everybody expected the Steelers to blow us out. It didn't happen. So you never know.
I mean, you have to remember how many games were the Lions actually in it. Pretty much a lot of them, if I'm honest about
All
it.
but 3. All but 3.
The Eagles, they were not in that game at all.
No. Not
The
all.
Packers, we were in the game at the half, but nothing in the second half, so I don't count that. And then the other one that we got blown out, what was that? Come on. Somebody. We had another blowout in there.
It was a couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
No, that was the Philly game. It was a couple weeks before that. Oh, yeah, the Bengals.
Yep, you're right. The Bengals, we did get beat up pretty bad.
So out of 11 games, 8 games we've been in, 3 games we have not even had a chance to win.
Yeah, and that was it. You could tell watching those games that didn't even seem like the
Like
Lions
I
were
said,
even
the
there.
sense of urgency to score with the people out we have on defense. If you get the run game going early and can control that clock and make it so they only get 1 drive in a quarter. Yep, Bengals, you were right, Tyler. I just had to remember. We were in on the Bears game.
We're going to Facebook user says we're going to break through the Cleveland's defense with our running game.
Well, we only had a running game when we added the extra blocker of Matt Nelson, and he's out. And I don't think we have another guy capable of taking his spot in that place from the O-line.
JB, the one thing that we do have that we didn't have then is Jamal Williams.
Yeah, but they also have a stud front 4 on that defense that stuffs the run, so we can't really depend on up the middle.
Their rush defense is ranked 8th in the NFL, only allowing 94.7 yards per game.
Tim Maniac Sports says the Bears wasn't really that much of a contest. Well, Statman, since you want to throw around some stats, let's bring them up. Let's bring them up.
He
All
just
right.
did one.
Cleveland ranked number 1 rush offense in the NFL with 1,541 yards, a 5.3 average per carry, and 154.1 yards per game. Detroit ranked number 29 rush defense, allowing 135 yards per game. That's my key stats because that's what we need to stop to win the game.
Hey, you know what? That's an improvement because last year we were 32nd in run defense. That's up 3 spots. That's something to be positive about.
Hey, our pass defense is top 15.
Yeah.
We're 12th in the
14 to
NFL
be-
in pass
or
defense.
12th now?
Yep.
12th.
Maniac Sports says they had the game all game, referring to the Bears game.
It was a 4-point differential at the end, wasn't it? Because
He's just saying that the Bears pretty much had the lead the whole game, and we really.
Yeah, but we were in the game at the end. That's all that matters. We're talking about at the end of the game. Did they have a chance to win? Yes. Did they win? No. That's all that matters.
Well, I mean, I think we were talking more of the entire game and then games that we weren't in it the entire game, which was Philly, for example.
Philly, Bengals, and Green Bay. Those are the 3 we were not in at all.
That kind of game versus the other games where we were pretty much in it the entire time. And right at the end, it was close. That's kind of what I think Tim's kind of referring to.
But the Bears game was close.
Who's the Lions QB?
Oh, Tim, I got a boil on my butt.
Tim Boy.
The boiler.
The Boilster. Oh, yeah.
We're going to see what a guy who's had 4 practices after sitting for 12 weeks due to injury looks like.
Here's a new name for him: tinfoil.
Yep.
Maniac Sports says, yeah, we wasn't really in that game. We knew we were going to lose that game.
I thought that was one of the games I thought we were going to win.
Yep.
Facebook is, oh no, LOL. Yes.
Yep. I wonder if that's Josephos.
Then we got another Facebook user that says, sup, boys?
What's up?
One of them's Eric Whitson. I know that. And the other one is either one of our favorite guys to talk about or Josephos.
TB is here.
Yeah. I don't want to hear any more about this is Detroit's TB12 reference. Because there's no way. He does
wear the number 12 too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. You can't compare him to the GOAT.
Hopefully he can wrap this. Well, hopefully he can wrap this up. Is what Victor was saying. Facebook says it's Ralph.
Oh, Canadian Ralph. What's
How's
up,
it going,
buddy?
Ralph?
We got Zach J. If the first few drives are 3 and outs, they need to at least give Blau a shot.
Oh, I said they needed to give Blau a shot anyways because he at least has been on the practice squad as the opposing team's quarterback all year, which means his arm is in shape. We've had a guy
Capital
that
City.
injured his leg, hasn't thrown on his legs except for 4 days in practice. This is ridiculous.
Facebook user says Capital City.
Yeah, the
Lansing,
517.
that's Joseph Post.
And we got Loving This Video Boys. So probably Joseph as well.
No, that was probably Canadian Ralph. I know how he talks. That's him.
Man, you guys got to put your name in so we know who you are. It's so much easier to keep track that way, so I don't have to say Facebook user.
Ralph is from across the mighty Lake Huron. He is in Canada and a Lions fan.
Ralph, I'm not too far away from you, my friend.
No, he's
Mark
the other
Orem
side. He's
too,
by
right?
Port Huron. You're way the hell up there. And Mark, yeah, he's closer to Mark Orem and Christopher Green.
Well, I'm not that far away from Canada.
No, you're not that far from the great white frozen tundra of Canada. Joseph Host. Your neighbor there, Statman.
Let my ass
Canadian
off,
boys.
Yay. Yay.
What's up, eh? Windsor. See?
Windsor.
Yes. Way closer to Detroit and Port Huron than you.
Yeah. But I'm close to Canada. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I'm close to Canada too. It's about the same amount of drive.
I could reach out and touch Canada. You don't get
Now-
the cold. You don't get the Canadian cold like I do, Jeremy B.
Don't want the Canadian cold. I'm old.
Yeah. It's not snowing now though, so that's positive.
Yeah. It flurried here a little bit. There's still no snow out there.
Dar says the rain might be a good factor for us today. We just need to win turnover battle and stop the run.
Yep. Since it's brought up, we might as well get to our keys to the game.
Well,
Mhm.
I guess we can. That wasn't next, but
Oh.
What do you have next?
whatever.
What do you have next?
Whatever.
What do you have next? What do you have next?
No, I'm just moving it right now. I just moved it. Next up, keys
Okay.
to victory. Let's do it. I just put protect Boyle just because I think he's going to need as much protection as he can get and create some turnovers. Get that ball as much as we can have it possible. Statman, what do you got?
Stop the run. Number one, run the ball because you cannot leave the ball in Tim Boyle's hands and expect to win. And take advantage of opportunities. That means if the ball hits the ground, pick it up.
Mm-hmm. Or it bobbles in your hands after tipped pass. Catch it.
Yes.
JB.
Pressure on the defense is paramount with the secondary playing slightly improved. Run the ball down their throats and control the clock. That keeps the Browns offense off the field, which makes it so they can't do a lot of damage.
Perfect. Yeah, I think I obviously I think we all had some very valid points there. I mean, it's going to come down to keeping that ball out of their hands, out of their offensive hands. That keeps Nick Chubb off the field. And I think what we haven't seen a lot of is, those taking advantages of opportunities, like Statman said. You get tip balls that we're not catching, anything like that. If the ball drops on the ground, pick it up, type stuff. We're missing
the bad part about the tip ball drill, it's kind of hard to be in position when Will Harris and Dean Marlowe are like covering somebody they shouldn't.
Facebook user says Mount Hope Avenue.
Yep.
Then also says final score.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we will. Victor says I'm close to Mexico. Nice weather here.
Yeah, quit bragging.
Motor City says they're in conflict with Anthony Lynn because they're saying that he had a hard time connecting with Goff and Swift.
Right, because if you look at the way that Swift runs, he does not run like Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler is a between the tackles runner, which is what Lynn likes. That's why he leaned more on Williams, and that's why Swift wasn't getting the carries. That's why all Swift got was check down passes when the passing game was called. The other thing is Lynn does not like to call deep passing. It was when he let his OC take over in LA with the Chargers, that's when the deep ball passing started with Justin Herbert, and they started winning a few games. The problem is Lynn likes to take control of an offense and go away from the run in the second half, as we have seen all season when he's calling plays. I pray that Campbell keeps calling the plays and tells Lynn to go sit in the box and sulk.
Well said.
Facebook user says no turnovers. Yes.
Also says, I need Hopper go off. Ha.
Hopper.
It's no bonehead penalty and no bonehead penalties.
Penalties killed us last week from that win.
Minex Sports says, force them to fumble the ball. Yep, and that's creating those turnovers. Dar says, hopefully we play better than MSU. I can't take 2 big embarrassing losses in one weekend.
Good point, Dar.
That was an embarrassing loss by MSU yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassing. Did you guys get off the bus?
Kenneth Walker was nowhere to be found, so his Heisman candidacy went right out the friggin' window with that game.
Yep. I think he had one run, and then you never saw him again.
He went against the top defense in the country and got shut down.
Yep. And how about that? I want to talk about something that happened yesterday.
Wait, we got a comment here, boys.
Facebook
user says, have a good one. Boys. Canada man out. Boys, Canada man
He meant
out.
boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
I told you I read it as it is on the screen.
Yep. Play hard for 4 quarters. Yeah, that's a given. We played hard for 5 quarters technically last week. There was a lot going on why it couldn't work. Once Matt Nelson went down, the run game stalled. The missed extra point made it so we had to play that 5th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before you jump into, I know you were about to say something, JB, but I want to get a couple things out of the way here real quick. Make sure if you have not, please subscribe, like, and share to our YouTube channel. Currently sitting at 117 subscribers on our march to that 1,000 mark. And please check us out every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for our Gridiron Chat NFL show. Our new show goes well. What division are we featuring this week, fellas?
AFC East.
AFC East. That's right. And then we will do the AFC South, I believe, right? That's how we were playing on that.
Yep.
Two AFC games, 2 AFC divisions. So we're going to talk about the AFC East this week. So if you are a fan of any of the teams in the AFC East, let us know, and we'd love to have you on so you can talk about your team. And Jeremy P., I think it's about that time we give a little shout out to our sponsor.
All right, let's give special thanks to A1 Tire and Auto Repair. New and used tires, auto repair, and we service all your auto needs. 2 locations to serve you at East Genesee and Saginaw, Michigan. Also at Broadway and Bay City, and soon to open our 3rd location in Coquitlam. Mention this ad, get $10 off.
Absolutely. And Statman, where would somebody get some awesome We Are Lions Nation gear?
Oh, wearelionsnation.com. Check out our website for all the up-to-date We Are Lions Nation podcast gear. Also, check out the bucket hat that I personally have and that Smoking That Hopium since 1934 sweatshirt.
Absolutely, boys. Get your gear. You know where to get it. wearelionsnation.com.
And as you know, I'm a big college football buff, and I do the draft profiles and stuff like that. And I've been paying really close attention to Thibodeau and Hutchinson. Thibodeau last night had 7 tackles, 0 for loss, no pass defended, no assisted tackles. Hutchinson may have only had 5 tackles, but he had a tackle for loss, and I think it was a forced fumble. So now he's up to 2.
He's a difference maker. I said since I watched that Michigan State game, Michigan, honestly, I hate to say this because I'm a State fan, but Michigan should have won that game. And
if they'd have rotated Hutchinson to the outside linebacker on the other side, Walker wouldn't have got that many yards.
Yeah. Just poor defensive calling on that.
Facebook user says we need to hold the Browns to under 20 points. And Victor says, and almost came away with it. If they have same effort today, we can get that W.
Yes.
Absolutely, Vic. That is correct. It's not so much holding them to 20 points. It's scoring when they score and scoring last. That's what's most important. Which, technically, for everybody that griped about him, that's what we miss most about Matt Stafford. Late touchdowns.
I think, too, scoring first. If we get the ball first, I think we need to go down as a statement and score points.
We win the toss, we should defer, just like last week. Get a stop and get a score.
I'm saying if we do have the ball first,
Oh, yeah.
go down there and score.
I'm saying I don't want the ball first.
Yeah, but
if they win the coin toss and we end up getting the ball because they defer, then yeah, we need to score first.
Yeah, we can't have a 3 and out right away. No 3 and out.
Browns are cocky, plus they want to get Baker Mayfield going. They want to get him hot before he gets hurt again. Because when he gets hot, he gets confident.
I'm going to make a prediction here. Julian Aquara hits Baker Mayfield clean and puts him out for the game. I'm not saying it's going to be a dirty hit, and I'm not wishing hurt upon anybody, but the Browns are stupid for starting Baker Mayfield, just like the Lions last week with Goff staying in that game the whole time. They're going to get their quarterback hurt.
Very noticeable that something was wrong with Goff at the end of the first quarter.
Who were you going to say there, JB? You said Gort?
I don't know what I was going to say.
He was mixing Baker Mayfield and Goff together because he was thinking about both of them at the same time.
Baker Mayfield should not be playing if I was the coach of the.
Facebook user says, in the red zone, we need touchdowns, not field goals.
In the red zone, we need points. We need to not leave points on the field, period. So if it's a field goal, take it. If you're within the 10, get the touchdown. That's simple math. Points are better than no points.
We have to think about why those little bit of points can cost. Look at last week's game. It was field goal points that cost us that game.
It was actually the extra point. The extra point cost that game. 100%.
Yeah, and there was which is not much of a point. It's a 1 point. You know what I mean? One extra point. And so that's why field goals are so important. Is basically what I'm getting.
And that's why the big burrito is gone.
Yes, big burrito.
Hallelujah!
Well,
I can eat Taco Bell again.
And not taking advantage of opportunities. That's why I put that on one of the keys to victory. Last week we seen us win the turnover battle, but we couldn't do anything and make points off of it.
Whoa. The one turnover equaled to a touchdown. So how can you say it didn't equal any points? The points off the turnovers was 6. It was the missed extra point off that turnover that cost the game.
I have to disagree with you because there's a couple times that we got turnovers in the regular part of the game and in overtime. We got a turnover and we could have won
2 in overtime. Wait. We got 2 in overtime, 1 in the fourth quarter. We turned that one in the second half into points.
Well, you get that turnover, you get a gimme like that to be able to take a chance and win the game, and you can't do it. That upsets me, and it's because Goff was left in that game, and that's one of my biggest coaching questions I'm going to have on Campbell for the rest of the season. Why you kept your quarterback in there, risking him to get injured for the rest of the year? He's our best chance to win.
No confidence in Blau. None whatsoever. That's what it was.
But everybody said it. Goff is our best chance to win. Okay? So why 100%. Not save him and make sure he's healthy before he steps back out on the field? Idiotic. It's absolutely idiotic. That's where I'm going to leave that at.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with what JB said. I agree with you, Statman, 100%, but I think it has a lot to do with what JB said is no trust in what you have sitting on the bench.
I trust
Blau. Well, the coaching staff lost their trust when Goff looked a little off the week before. They put Blau in. He runs one play and fumbles.
Makes one mistake. How many mistakes has Goff made this year?
Well, you got some coaches.
Wait.
They don't take.
You're talking about a backup versus a starter. There's a big difference there. Backups are backups for a reason.
Backups don't get first team reps. Starters do. All the time.
I understand that. But we all knew that fumbling was an issue with baby hands Goff.
And look how many times he's fumbled it, and they didn't pull him for it. They didn't bench him on the seat.
He's had
Blau
5
makes more
fumbles in the
mistakes
first
than
4
you
games
don't-
and has not had a fumble since.
Blau has
Again.
a fumble and 1 fumble, and then you
In
have
one
0
play.
confidence in him.
In 1 play. He came in for 1 play and fumbled.
I'm just saying, they're going to learn their lesson today with Tim Boyle. When you start seeing pick sixes thrown left and right because this guy cannot play football.
Neither
That's all
can
I'm
Blau.
saying. It
We
irritates
saw
me.
Blau. We saw Blau
gave
for
us
6
chances
games.
to win over and over again. When Stafford was out and he started, Blau gave us the best opportunity to win every time he came on the field.
I'll disagree. It was the running game that did it because his passing game sucked. He was 4
We
touchdowns,
never had a
7
running game with
interceptions.
Stafford. Never. We
The
have
running
never
game
had
that
a
year.
That's always been-
Whoa! Stop and listen. Bo Scarborough came in and was the starter at the time when Blau came in. He was running all over the place and getting the points. Blau threw 4 touchdowns and 7 interceptions in 6 games with a 54% completion percentage. If that's helping the team, you might as well sit there and do a circle jerk party with all of them.
Everybody said the same thing about Stafford. He didn't have a run game. That was the problem. Remember? Everybody has said that. He goes over to Los Angeles. You even said, Jeremy, Stafford did not have a run game when he was here in Detroit. Now he's with an actual team that has a run game. They can run the ball. Obviously,
And
it's
they
going
are
to help
running it.
him. Well,
And they are running.
And
Well,
now
I'm
you're
just
saying
saying,
that they did have a run
Blau-
game with Stafford was
We
here?
signed. You're not listening. When we got started, Blau, we had Bo Scarborough, who was running the ball well. He was averaging 5.4 yards per carry through those 4 of those 6 games until he got hurt.
And then we cut him.
We cut him in the offseason because we didn't have room on the roster.
That makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Oh, it makes about
I'm
as
really
much sense.
negative
Wait,
about the
wait.
organization and everything right now. I have had it when they said they were going to start Boyle over Blau today. They done pissed me off. Okay.
Well,
His
they may have pissed you off, but I agree
David
with
Blau
it.
is a better quarterback. Bottom line.
How? How?
You'll see. You'll see.
How?
You'll see when they play
I don't care
Cleveland
which
today.
one comes in. You're
And
going to have
Myles
4
Garrett-
pick sixes a game.
And Myles Garrett makes him look so silly, and Taylor Decker looks so silly. You're going to see it. You're going to see it today.
All right. Bye.
Tim
Let's
Boyle
do
is
our
not
ends
the
zone.
answer.
I said that all along. But I also said Blau was garbage too.
Yeah, the better of both evils is Blau. Unfortunately, he has more starting
Unfortunately,
experience.
you're not the coaching staff and you're not the GM, and they disagree with you. I kind of
That's
agree
fine.
with them.
I'll laugh in their face at the end of this game when
The only
I
thing
prove
I
them
disagree
wrong.
with, the only reason why I would go with Blau is because he's been healthy all season and Boyle hasn't. That's it. That's the only reason. I'm not saying either quarterback's good. I'm saying they're both crap.
All right, but we know that both the quarterbacks are not great. We know that. I'm not gonna say anything against Boyle because I haven't seen him play this year. I have seen Blau play. I don't have anything against Blau either. Do I think that Boyle should be starting right now? Probably not. But let's see what happens today. Give him a shot. See what he does. If anything, that's all we can do. He's starting. We can't change that. I understand Logan's point of the whole starting Goff when he was injured. I didn't like that either. Why was he playing? I don't like that. But let's get to the comments. We got Victor saying we need a kicker that can get points. Since we're a little
We
bit
read that one already.
Facebook user says we need all the bags of tricks to come out today, like we did in the Rams game. We got Dar saying, and backups aren't the highest paid player on the team and a top paid QB.
That is correct, Dar.
Then Victor says, so Andy, what's your opinion?
He gave it. And you gave it already.
But listen, I was going to say something sooner, but this is what this show is about. So you guys getting in your little debate there was what this show is for, what it's about. And it was absolutely great. And
I enjoy it. I'm just saying. I do.
We're not always
You
gonna
understand? You understand what I'm saying? I do
Oh, I
agree that
understand.
Boyle should not be the starter, but both of them are crap quarterbacks. That's why they're backups.
But the better of the crap is Blau, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Whether it's a shiny turd or a slimy turd, it's still a turd.
Dan says you're an angry old man, Jeremy.
Yes, I am.
He's
Yes,
always
I
gotta
am.
say something. What's up, Dan?
I knew he'd be coming eventually. I knew Dan would be popping in here at some point.
Yeah, he had to do it to say something about me.
All
of
right, let's
course.
get to them in zone players.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That is not.
That's
in his
the wrong one.
That's not in his own players.
There we go.
Why is it
Oh,
come up?
you had it. There.
Soul Man, I'm going with Jamal Williams. I think he's going to come back today, and he's going to be playing real hard because he's got that itch. He hasn't been in. He wants to play hard. He wants to play rough. Jamal Williams up the gut. He's going to, I don't know. I see a lot of good things coming from him. Now, you two didn't really change this week, so go ahead,
No.
man.
I'm staying with Josh Reynolds. I was expecting him to play last week, but obviously with the short week with him signing, he didn't get the health, or he got the healthy scratch. So I want to see a number one receiver out of him today. I want to see him make some crucial catches in the rain and show to everybody that he can be worth it. So,
But with Boyle throwing and the way you're talking, how do you expect him to be the end zone player?
because Boyle's going to get pulled after the first quarter and Blau's going to play the rest of the game and win it for us.
Okay.
That's dead serious.
Look at his eyes. It was dead serious.
Oh,
He took his sunglasses
scary.
off.
Blau's going to take over and prove everybody wrong.
Don't ever do that again. You scare the children. Stop it.
JB, what about Swift? You sticking with Swift again this week?
I'm sticking with Swift due to the article I read about Lynn and his play calling. That there was a disconnect between Goff and Swift with Lynn because he doesn't like the outside runners. Dan Campbell does. He used Swift properly last week. And if you notice, when they did go inside, Swift had yardage because he is the every down all-purpose back that they wanted. Jamal is in there for the tough yards on 3rd and short. That's it. That's what he was brought in for.
I don't
Yeah,
know that.
that and pass blocking. That's why we signed him. Is he was the number 1 rated pass blocker in the NFL, and he gets the hard yardage up the middle.
Yeah,
That's it.
but not
That-
just
but I'm
Scoring
just saying,
touchdowns.
We
not on
brought
3rd down.
him in for 3rd and short. Trust me, that they said that when they signed him.
But I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that he is also useful on 1st and 2nd down if you're going to run the ball because he can get 4 yards usually.
Not against a dominant defense. There's been 3 dominant defenses he's faced, and he's been stuffed up the middle every time. That we got yards on the outside in the screen pass and in the end arounds.
That's why they need to put both of them on the field at the same time and throw the defenses off so they don't know what
We
the heck's
said
coming
that-
at them.
I
They did
have
that, and it
said that
worked.
all season. I said that, yeah, and then Jamal Williams got hurt.
Yep. So that they're going to get right back to it this week. Victor says, I think they will both have some snaps today. I'm sure he's referring to quarterbacks.
No, he's the running backs.
Or running backs could be, yeah. Dan says, I was busy, probably working on Christmas stuff. That's all that guy does.
Too busy to watch your favorite show, man.
Yeah,
Come
come
on.
on, Dan. You're even on the show Wednesdays, and you weren't here right when it started. This is BS. We're going to have to talk about it.
Yep.
Victor says, okay, what are the score predictions for today's game, JB?
You guys go first. Oh, you got to throw me in there under the bus? You know where I'm going. You guys go first.
Well, I will go. I think the Lions are going to win it. I think it's going to be a close one for my score. Oh, man. I don't think it's going to be super high scoring. Let's go 17-14 Lions.
I'm going 2017 Lions.
Well, seeing how we've only had one game where we scored 20 points, I'm going with a 17-19 loss.
Could you hear yourself say that, Jeremy?
Yeah, it's going to be the 3rd time we lose by that score. That's what I'm saying.
That hurts, Jeremy B. Logan, are you gonna be all right to get that song in for us today?
Oh yeah.
I know you're a little under the weather.
Well, do we want to talk about our PSA first that we've been doing all week?
No, we're not there yet. I still got some comments here.
Oh, you got some comments. Okay.
Dan says I was working on my second Christmas village. See what I tell you? That's what he
Stay at your house. Why are you in another Christmas village? Good Lord.
Yeah. Whose house are you in? Victor says he's a Giants fan anyway.
Get him, Vic. Get him. Get him.
Uh-oh.
Dar says 31-10 Browns. Damn, Dar.
Uh-oh.
Damn, Dar.
My brother has lost his faith.
Yeah, I hear you, Joseph.
Boo. That's it.
I'm just saying, we've only had one game where we scored more than 20 points. I don't see us getting more than 20 points, period.
That's why I put 20.
Dan said, Dad's a realist.
I think he meant Dar.
Yeah, he just commented. I told you, I don't care what it said. I'm reading it how it is. You got to fix that shit. We got all right.
We got to wrap this up. The game's gonna be starting here soon.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
20 minutes. So first, before we go, we got to get into. We got to do a little word here for something that we are. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of right now, but Statman, just this week,
PSA, public service announcement.
Suicide, Statman. That's what we're doing right now. Go ahead. Talk about it.
You want me to sing? You want me to sing?
No. We want
Nobody
you to
went
talk
over
about
any of this with me. So
we've been doing this every week.
Right now we're really taking a look at suicide and prevention, how to prevent it, ways to do that. There is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. It's right there at the bottom of the screen, going across on the ticker. And any of you listeners, any of you fans, ever have any issues, don't ever feel ashamed or scared to talk to any three of us, okay? We always have an open door policy here on this show, and we are more than happy to talk with you and get you the help that you need, okay? Every one of us have been through tough situations in our life where we've been put at that point. It's not worth it. It's not worth your life to take your own. Nothing in this world is worth that, taking your own life. So please do what you can. Reach out to somebody. Even if it's not us, reach out to a close family member or a close friend that you talk to all the time. And they're always going to be willing to listen. Okay? So just reach out and don't take your own life. Please.
Perfectly said. JB, did you have something to add to that?
Yeah, I just saw a video and it kind of hits home, and it was about a guy that was teaching therapy students for mental therapy. And he grabbed a $20 bill and he goes, "Hey, who wants this?" And the whole the whole class raises their hand. He goes, "Well, I'm going to choose one of you, but I'm going to do a little experiment first." Then he wads it up and he holds up this crumpled $20 bill. Anybody else still want it? They all still raise their hand. The next time he throws it on the floor and he stomps on it. And he holds it up and it's all crushed flat. The ball's like all completely flat. And he goes, "Does anybody still want this?" They all raise their hand. He goes, "So you guys all see the value that a $20 bill is still worth $20 bills, even though it's dirty, crumpled, and broken." I said, it's the same with humans.
Mm-hmm.
So when you feel down, when you feel beaten, when you feel worthless, remember you are worth something, because everybody is not worthless. They're priceless.
Well said.
Perfectly said. Let's finish off the show. So please reach out and check out that hotline scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Do not hesitate. I'm telling you right now. We got a couple of comments, and then we will get to Logan here. Dan says, "Eat a dick."
Really?
So, yeah, that's what he said.
That must be directed to you.
Probably. Crazy Ken
About
says,
the whole.
"Good show, guys. Love the
Thanks, Dad.
I like the banter. Me too. I liked it. That's why I let it go." Tom and Amy, great show. Ms. We Are Lions Nation podcast, Statman, Amanda Bernaga. Good show, guys. Let's go. And Victor Lester says, "Go Lions! Get that W today. One pride, fellas." That's right.
One pride.
Statman,
I'm going to carry
Take
us
us
to
home.
victory today.
carry us to victory, my friend.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Someday.
All right. Thank you, Statman. That was beautiful. Like
One
always.
pride.
One pride. Thank you to everybody that popped in and watched us this morning on this game day. Well, this afternoon, this game day afternoon. Enjoy the game coming up to you in 15 minutes from now. Enjoy that game. Let's go. One pride on behalf of the Statman, Smoking JB. I am the Soul Man. This has been We Are Lions Nation podcast preview show. See you later on this evening for the reaction show. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
One pride.
Love and chicken grease.